recap. Today was absolute buns. Um, there was literally nothing. There was no draws higher. There was one pattern trade entry that we did not take because we learned that lesson yesterday. But I'll just show you anyways. Look at the daily, man. Come on. This is just complete chop. There's nothing going on. 4 hour time frame. We're literally just stuck from the stuff that happened on Monday where we made this, how much was it? Like 1,000 point candle. And we've just been chopping, slowly recovering. We could very much pump out at some point, like this, and then just bang. But who cares? We're in such a big range until we get past this gap. PA is going to be bad. Like, look at this, man. All week we've had just straight chop. Hasn't moved anywhere. Like, we come into this gap, trade out, come in, trade out, come in, trade out, come in, trade out. Slowly come back down. Like, PA is not optimal right now. So realistically, I shouldn't have even traded this week at all. Shouldn't have traded yesterday. That would have avoided a loss. But happens. We learnt the pattern trade lesson yesterday, so I'm kind of grateful for that. But yeah, coming into the market, we had this low that was untapped. This high is in a gap. So didn't really want to target this high. Because technically if we are going to be bearish, then this high will be protected. So my only real target on the day was this low. I did say that if we don't get an entry before it gets taken, that's me done. And that's exactly what we did. But I'll keep showing you. So we did have this 15-minute gap at open as well that we was kind of respecting. We'll see what happens, but yeah. So we opened up um, into this M15. We dump lower, make an M5, but take the draw. So that was kind of me done trading, to be honest. That was the only real target that I wanted to see. I mean, we had 8:30 news, but the low had already been taken and the high. Yeah, this is the only real trade I could have seen, and we just took it before we got an entry. And then we climbed up, pretty this gap. We did have this high, and at we literally pumped through the high, no retrace. There was no inversion entry here at all because we never tapped back into here. We then open up a gap here and here. Now this is where the pattern trade is. We've taken out London High. We're in this 5 minute gap and the 15-minute gap. There is nothing really more to target. Like, we're not going to rip another 80 points. Like, there's two DOLs that's been taken. This is the higher probability one that got took first. Then this is the lower probability one because it should have been protected when bearish, but we're not trending, so it doesn't really matter. Two DOLs have been taken. That's enough for me. However, this entry does present, so we come back into the M5, and we get this huge displacement candle out. Now, if you took this, you'd have either got break even, if you went break even at this high, or you just would have lost. So this lesson I got taught yesterday saved me from losing today. So I'm very grateful that we lost yesterday because we know not to pattern trade when the clear targets have been taken. Now, if we had a clear, like very easy high up here. Um, like let's say this gap didn't exist and we just had a high like there. Maybe if it opened up an M5 and displaced out, we would have run it out, but there was no DOLs left at all. So this is just a pattern trade. You'd have literally been in this for 43 minutes. Um, so yeah, not great. Um, but yeah, we did not take that thanks to yesterday, and then we just sold off to this low again, and now we're chopping. So, you know, it happens. I'm glad you didn't trade. We've got one more day of the week. Maybe see better PA. Not gonna force it. Um, but like the fact that we opened, literally, we made a pre-market low inside this big gap. We made a pre-market high in this big gap. It's just there's nothing clear about this day. We just chopped, and even though we took the draws, and there was kind of well, there wasn't an entry, but you know the idea was right. We didn't do anything. Like we're still in this block here. We haven't moved from this block. We're failing to displace past 930 low. It's failing to put in a new higher day because okay, I suppose we did put in a new higher day, but you know what I mean. Um, I mean, maybe I didn't even see this 4 hour. I can't know. Okay, so your break even tapped the 4 hour gap. Okay, that also explains why it was a pattern trade. I didn't even see that. I just went off the pure bias of there's no draws higher, like we're not touching it. But this just adds even more that it would be a pattern trade. Um, but would there have even been an entry after tapping this? No. No gaps get tapped. We have this gap here, doesn't ever get tapped before taking the low. There's nothing here. Um, Purely just discretion. Let's see, is there an entry here? There actually might be. I can't like by now, I would have been off, but we'll have a look if there was an entry on this M5 inverse. Um, so 1045. So we come in to the inverse. We don't really get a displacement. I mean, that, but you're inside the wick still. So, yeah, I mean, it's hella discretionary. There's nothing there. Um, but yeah, we'll see what PA does tomorrow. We're just kind of enjoying the calm of sitting out, which we should have done yesterday, but we should have done Monday as well, honestly. The only good day was Tuesday that we took a dub on. And even that was a bit, you know, edgy to say, but yeah, that was my trade recap. Maybe we'll do back testing later and film it, but we'll see. But yeah,